A penis print?
Have you ever eaten out of a toilet?
A remake of a classic?
Like my ass had the hiccups.
It's lighting up now. With like some bass.
Welcome to Lighten Up Maui. I'm Mace.
And I'm Lex.
And this is Stanley, if you haven't met him.
Welcome our guest, Stanley.
He has his aloha flare on.
He's making a total comeback now. He hasn't been anywhere since Big Island.
I know.
We've been suppressing Stanley.
He's been in my armoire. That's where he's been. I've seen him every night.
Love you,
when
Stanley.
I watch my TV.
He looks excited.
He's very excited.
Yay.
As should all of you. We have a great show. Ready to get our snooze on?
Let's do it.
All right. Welcome to Snooze.
Stupid news.
Occasionally, I get drunk.
Occasionally?
Small kind. Just every once in a while. I like to get my party on.
It's called raging.
Just a little bit. And when I get home, I know that I should take a shower. But I don't.
At the least.
But I don't. I'm just happy to make it back to my bed.
You'll feel better in the morning if you take a shower. But I mean, I don't take a shower either.
After reading an article on BuzzFeed, I believe I'm going to give it a little more effort.
Okay.
You know, I had a friend in college. She's one of my best friends and roommate. And she used to, every time we came home, would brush her teeth, wash her face.
How do people have this type of discipline?
All hammered, though, you know, like stumbling around the bathroom,
How
getting
funny
toothpaste all over.
Is it that we were just talking about this?
I know. It's literally a thing people do, even hammered. And I never did. I just lay in bed and laughed at her while she was getting toothpaste all over her face and
she wasn't
water all over the
inspiring
place.
you to actually do it too.
No, she just made me feel bad about it. And so I just laughed it off. But I believe I'm going to start trying to do it. I mean, here you are out at the bar, getting your drink on, working on a buzz. Maybe you're out on a dance floor. Maybe you're at a friend's party dancing. You're just sweating it out. Then maybe you decide to have a stogue. Or you're out with all your friends and they're having stogues. And you
I'll
smell
have a
like
stogue.
a stogue. You get home covered in stogue, sweat, and bar, and touching bathrooms and toilets and high-fiving and handshaking and hugging. You should take a shower.
Dude, it's correct.
Your bed should be a sanctuary and you should keep it that way.
My father always takes a shower before bed. Growing up, he would make me take a shower before bed, which is why I wonder if I have a stigma.
About not doing it?
Yes. Because I'm like rebelling against my father still, even though I'm way too old for that kind of shenanigan.
My kids take showers at night.
Mine too.
I do when I paddle and when I'm sober. You know, when I come home from the bar, from work, and I have beer on my legs and I take a shower.
Sometimes if I come home from work, I don't shower. I'm so too
exhausted.
lazy. I can't even stand up in the shower because I'm like, I've been standing up long enough. So I'm going to lay flat.
For sure.
And be dirty.
But I can tell you that, like, when I'm super hungover, I'm definitely taking a shower. And that's making me feel so much more hydrated. So what if I did it the night before?
Then you wouldn't need to deal with that dehydration in the morning.
Right.
I know. My friend Heather, also the same. She'll get in the shower, brush her teeth, wash her face, the whole thing.
I'm going to try and start.
She doesn't want to smell like stogue. She doesn't even smoke stogues, but they smoke in the bar still in Idaho. So
well, in some of them. It's
the most ghetto ones.
Yeah, the most ghetto ones
are the ones I like the most.
But it's not even just if you're in the bar smoking. Even if you're outside hanging out with your friend while they're smoking, you're still going to smell like their American Spirit.
That's true.
You know, you're still going to smell like cigarettes.
Or their Marlboro.
Thank you, BuzzFeed. I will.
So basically, BuzzFeed just told you to take a shower after your drinking shenanigans.
Actually, I was involved in a group message where a friend sent us the link to the BuzzFeed that told us to take showers after drinking. So,
she was like, I know you dirty bitches ain't doing it.
Cheers, lol.
Oh, right. Cheers to that. There's this dude on Reddit that was apparently real bored because he decided to see if he could use his dick print in place of a thumbprint to get into his phone. Okay.
And did it work?
Yes.
I'm sure it did, right?
He can literally use a thumb or a dick print on his phone. Okay. He has the Galaxy S7, so it's not the iPhone.
Oh, so it's the one on the back.
Anybody with an iPhone with a dick can try this. Can we get some feedback?
I would like to know if it would work.
I'm not sure why I don't have a dick. This is never going to work for me.
I know.
But, like, it's just
I'm so curious.
amazing that your dick print even works.
I don't think that a labia print would work.
That's a little too sloppy.
Not to mention that, you never know where your growth of hair is at.
I think a toe print works. Like one of my kids tried a toe print.
Yeah, I believe I've heard
that
toe print
works. So
wouldn't that
can
be
you
funny
believe that?
as a dude to have your dick print be working? So even if you were passed out and your girlfriend is trying to get into your phone and use all your fingers and they don't work,
You just
because your
took
dick
it
is the one that works
to another level. Because instead of using the thumb, the guy could use the dick and be like, try to get into it now. You ain't got a dick.
Maybe I did a bad thing just now.
You sabotaged all the single ladies of the world. Well, anyways. Well, if you're with a man that you need to check his phone,
Try his
move
dick
on.
if the fingers don't work. Oh, move on.
Oh my God, Macy, move on. But if you don't want to, just wait until he passes out and use his dick.
Right.
Just be like, yeah, babe, you're sleepy.
I see what you've been up to.
Anyways, I just thought that was the most hilarious story that somebody
funny.
actually tried a dick print.
And it worked.
It totally worked.
So, you know how poop always wins?
Yes.
Well, in Taiwan, there's a restaurant that is completely
Oh my God.
based around toilets.
I saw that. And that's just so nasty.
You sit on a toilet. The table is a bathtub with a piece of glass over the top of it. They serve all the food in toilets. Your drinks come in urinals, little mini urinals.
And isn't it true that the food, like what they must be serving is something that they can make in poop form?
No, it's mostly traditional food in Taiwan.
It is.
But
What's Taiwanese
dessert-
food? Is that with a lot of ferment?
What I saw in the pictures and such was more like, like a stew that came, and it was like bubbling
rice?
hot.
Okay.
And it was like, had like bamboo shoots and bok choy and stuff like that in it.
Like a big old stew with
like
some...
but like a thinner,
Yeah.
like tom yum or something like that.
Not like a stew then, because a stew is going to be...
No, not like thick.
It's like a
thinner.
soup.
You know how, with the, I can't think of
That
it.
is even grosser to put in a toilet.
Yeah, I guess because there'd be all the things that aren't going to come out and go into a toilet eventually.
You guys are weird.
But the desserts are in poop shape. And so they are served in a little
that's
tiny
what I saw.
and they are like a perfectly little poop. And also the lampshades are a poop shape. They have all sorts of little novelties around. I don't know if you can buy them or if they're just to look at, like the little tiny toilets where you lift the lid and it squirts you in the face.
Oh, that's funny.
They have toilets on the wall.
There
The
are
sink in
little
the
toilets
bathroom.
that you're like, oh, here you go. And you're like,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh, that's really
In the
funny.
bathroom sink is a toilet. Which my daughter, when we went to San Francisco, we went to the Exploratorium, which is an awesome place to go, by the way.
Nice.
We got them for free. Just a little side note.
Hmm.
And there's a drinking fountain that's a toilet. And you drink out of the drinking fountain.
It seems so gross.
I know. I totally took a video of my daughter doing
What
it.
is people's infatuation with this poop urinal toilet thing?
Well, this is in Taiwan, so I don't know. I don't know what their
don't
stuff's
know.
about.
I
But
have
I
to
want to go
say
there and eat there.
That I don't know any Taiwanese
Me neither.
people, so I'm not really
That I
sure
know
what
about.
they're into,
But I definitely want to go to Taiwan and check it out.
This guy, he got arrested for not returning a video to like a video store.
Are there still video stores? I guess there's Paolo
This is the
Henry has a
most
video store.
fucked up thing is because, okay, so he gets pulled over because his tail light's out. So he's just a dude driving, right? He's got his kid in the car. He doesn't know, like, he's not in any trouble. He's a normal guy. He's not even that old. So anyways, boom, cop pulls him over and is like running his plates and says, by the way, you have a warrant. The guy's like, what? What's the warrant for? I don't do anything illegal. I'm a good soldier person. I don't know.
I'm a good soldier person, citizen.
His last name is Myers, so that always...
So you know he's good for it? Or?
I don't know. To me, that it means that he's like a funny guy because Mike Myers or whatever. Something about the
And
last
Seth
name.
Meyers?
Yes. So anyways, the guy's like, because you didn't return, what was it? A video, Freddie got fingered in 2002.
That is a funny video. 2002, that's when Blockbuster was still open.
Yeah, of course. But it's like,
Blockbuster's still after their money.
why? No, it wasn't a Blockbuster. I know it wasn't a Blockbuster because the video store is closed. So to even pursue this matter is a
I'm
little
pretty
bit
sure
ridiculous.
Blockbusters are all closed. I don't think there's any video stores really.
I think
unless it's like a privately owned small town
Yeah,
thing.
I think
like
it was
Haiku.
like a small town video store and somehow got a warrant on this guy. And in all these years, from 2002 until 2016, he hasn't gotten pulled over or in any trouble. So he had no idea that he had a warrant out for his arrest for a video. This guy actually
Has he been watching Freddie Got Fingered?
No,
at least
he
a
said
lot?
he doesn't even know where the fuck Freddie Got Fingered is.
No. He probably gave it to an old girlfriend to return and she was like, fuck you.
Oh my God. This makes me think of all the movies I haven't. Crickets. So anyways, I hope I don't have a warrant out for this. He actually.
No, Netflix just charges you for the price of the movie. If
Well,
you don't
yeah,
return it.
but
You only
know,
get
the
charged up
Powella
until $25.
Cannery,
Oh.
I have some videos out. I don't know where they're at though. So
I
it's
doubt
like
their
legit.
record keeping is that great.
But what I do know is that this guy actually has to go to court and is facing a misdemeanor over
A movie.
fucking VHS.
Freddie Got Fingered.
And that's
Is
what
it
the
VHS
courts
or
have to
DVD?
do with their time is charge this family man. Fucking assholes.
He's just trying to drive his son home.
That's
He
funny.
can't afford to fix his taillight. And he's going to put him in jail?
That motherfucker just didn't even know he had a bad taillight. The cop
Can he
was
just buy
supposed to
you
tell
a
him.
Freddie Got Fingered and hand it back over?
Oh my God. That would be
Probably
a lot cheaper.
$5. It's probably in the $5 bin at Walmart.
Gosh. Isn't that that's ridiculous? Well, anyways.
Okay, so I'm going to get a tiny bit political.
No!
Just for a second.
These guys and their politics.
Since the announcing of Trump running for president and all of his bullshit things he pulls out of his ass, and I don't even know what he's talking about most of the time,
No one does.
Americans have been talking about moving to Canada, which sounds like a great idea and a great solve to having to live in this country
Oh my God.
with
I think
the
that's
idiots
really
that are
funny.
running for president. According to Vice.com, last week, there's a wedding site called MapleMatch.com that launched, and it's to connect Canadians with Americans in hopes that there would be a marriage.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, be a marriage and a change in citizenship so they can become Canadian and move to.
Does this work both
Another
with both
regions.
genders? You could be a man looking for a chick. And she's
I'm
going to marry
sure
your
this
ass.
is like everything goes kind of a thing.
I wonder,
Is there any legal union between same sex in Canada?
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
I'm not sure what their laws are there.
I personally don't agree with dating sites, but this one is hilarious. This site has already had over 36,000 hits. There's 42 people that are signed up on a waiting list to use it.
Are you kidding me right
And
now?
70% of all these people are Canadian. So the Canadians are trying to save us Americans.
They want American,
American.
marriages.
Pussy or dicks.
Huh. Thanks, Canadians. Jeez.
Super funny.
It seems really nice of them to try to help us out.
Their crazy promise is as follows. Maple Match makes it easy for Americans to find an ideal Canadian partner to save them from the unfathomable horror of a Trump presidency.
Oh my.
But apparently, even if you do find love on this website or app or whatever the fuck it is, Canada's process for citizenship is very in-depth.
Is it worse than American? Because I know it's
It's a shitload of paperwork and money. And
costs a lot of paperwork.
yeah, and time.
You
It's
gotta
up to
have
2.5 years to get citizenship in Canada. So by the time you become a Canadian citizen, there's only 1.5 years left of whatever bullshit presidency we have to go through.
Huh.
And what if,
So then you might as well just go back to America. Oh my God. Listen,
there's always that.
it's hard to get citizenship in America too.
I know.
Even if you got married, it still is. It's still expensive and it's still a lot of paperwork. So I don't think I need to move. I mean, I'm not sure.
The person that wrote this article on this maplematch.com is in the process. I don't know if he has finally finalized his citizenship in Canada, but he married a Canadian citizen and moved to Canada. And you can't work for a long time. You can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't. You can get a work visa, but it runs out after a while.
Well, that even takes time just to get the work visa.
Oh my
So he was literally like, I was unemployed, sitting there doing nothing, waiting for all this paperwork and fees. Maplematch.com.
Bad plan.
Or a good plan. You decide.
Whatever. If you want to move to Canada, it seems really cold there.
How bad do you want to get out of America?
They're also bad tippers.
America.
Oh my God, Fox is coming out with a remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's amazing.
It's obviously coming out in October,
Right, just
when
in
you would
time
want to
for
see
Halloween.
it. It's starring Laverne Cox, Victoria Justice, and Ryan McCartan.
I don't know who any of those people are.
I know one person that you're going to know was on Orange is the New Black, and she was the transgender.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The hairstylist.
That's who's obviously playing the lead role.
Right.
Such a good plan, too. I'm really excited to see that. I just wanted to let everybody know that they have something to look forward to in October.
Other than Halloween.
My favorite holiday.
And the last few weeks you have of Obama.
Oh my gosh, let's hope that whoever is president is going to be as atrocious as all the other presidents. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay.
This is a weird election, though. You have to admit that.
Oh, it's definitely colorful. Man, they really went on a whim to get everybody's attention on this one. Oh my goodness, Trump. Sell out.
You're fired.
Well, that's all we got for snooze.
Join us for Get Stupid here in just a little bit.
See you there.
It's like nut.
Welcome to Get Stupid.
You know, things we like to get stupid with.
Watching, crafting, reading, whatever.
Mostly watching for me.
Watching and drinking. I've been watching a cartoon because I like cartoons.
I enjoy cartoons.
One of my favorites is Adventure Time.
Adventure Time is really good.
It's so funny. But anyways, I've been watching this cartoon called Rick and Morty, which is an adult cartoon, unlike Adventure Time.
Actually really awesome.
It's hilarious. Okay, it's on Adult Swim if you want to check it out. And, okay, it's about this old drunk grandpa who is Rick. And he's drunk. And the one thing that I was like, what the shit's going on with Grandpa? Because he's always drooling and got gross stuff.
It's like leftover vomit from vomiting up all the booze.
It's so nasty.
That's what I feel like it is.
And anyways, he's a scientist, and his son, or grandson, rather, he lives with his daughter and her husband and the 2 grandchildren. And he's a scientist who is doing all this crazy stuff. So it's like totally sci-fi, like killing monsters, going to different planets, different dimensions. They have a friend called Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yes.
Who, by the way, does not look like a butthole or poopy. But he's hilarious. Okay, so at the end of the day, I sit there and watch that and laugh my ass off in the evenings. Funny. So I recommend Rick and Morty cartoon.
Scott recommended it to us.
Thanks, Scott.
And it is funny.
It's actually
I haven't gotten super
hilarious.
into it as in watching like all of the episodes, but I did start it.
But you know what? According to Scott, you don't. And me, because I've been watching them out of order. Mm-hmm. Each episode is fine to watch by itself. Like, you don't have to catch up. But if you do watch them all consecutively, they have like they're interconnected each season and each episode. Yeah. So it's it's like a story. I like watching those. But it's so out there. It's so like
so out there. Like so out there. I've just been getting stupid to my usual Thrones, Silicon Valley, etc., etc.
You can only fit in so much in your life.
And I've just been keeping up on all of my shows.
Broad City. I watched a few of those, which
so fucking hilarious,
so
right?
Funny, man.
Oh my gosh. But I did go to the Maui Brew Fest this year. It was my first year going.
Yes. Did you think it was worth the price?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
When I first bought the ticket, it was kind of on a whim. And so I wasn't sure. Because it's like $75.
It's too much.
And then $125 if you want to go VIP.
I guess if you compared Maui's Brewfest with like a mainland Brewfest, would it be?
No, it's way more expensive because I went to a Brewfest in Crested Butte, Colorado.
Yes.
And I feel like we paid $25 and it was a beer fest chili feed. So you got to try all the beers and there was no ticket thing. You were just...
Maui's the only place that does this script.
It's like as much as you want. Colorado's hillbillies, I guess. I don't know.
They're just like, drink it up.
Also, there was all the free chili you could eat. So it's like you were filling up on food and beer, kind of like leveling off a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, this year was the first year they did free food. Oh. So I guess before you had to buy scripts for the food. And this year you just walked up and took the food.
They got a whim of mainland Brewfest are
maybe
serving
and I think that's why the price went up this year to $75.
Oh,
I don't know what it was years prior.
I just think it might be a little too expensive, but maybe all right. It's
so $75. You get 8 beers, 8 4-ounce beers. So that's actually adds up to like 3 or something.
Because, yeah, usually you get an 8 ounce.
So we only
Or a
went,
12 ounce or 16 ounce, right?
Yep. Or 20 or 26 even.
Depending.
Depending on the bar. But so we just went to all the booths that were like 8% and higher.
Oh,
So we
good
were drinking,
idea.
like the stouts, basically. To where every time I drink, I'd be like, ugh.
It's like drinking a whiskey.
There was, we did find a cider that was 10%, and it was good. We stayed there and chugged it and had to refill it and take another ticket. It was that good.
So here's what I'm wondering. What kind of cider was it? Apple?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was delicious, which is why I was like, 10%, let's just stay here. There's like 10 people behind us. And we're like, can we get another?
Because you can get eight beers and get any kind you want. Or you can sit there and drink the same beer the whole time, or you can try
whatever
them all.
you want to do.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
And then you can buy more scripts when you
Run out of your 8.
Yes, and they're $3
After
a piece.
you spent $75, you can buy some more. I mean, I'm sorry. Maui's just an expensive place to live.
It really just is. The scripts were $3 each. So I think
So it's like $3 beers.
We bought more,
but for
one
a
more
4
round.
ounce?
Yeah, but
Do they give you an 8 ounce if you buy the extra scripts?
no,
They give you the 4 ounce. Mm-hmm. Well, at least they charge you.
because they give you this little glass, little commemorative glass that you take around with you.
Oh, and what you drink your beer and then go on and they pour it in that. You know what? That's great actually, because then there's less trash.
Waste. Yeah.
It's the best idea
And
ever.
the worst part, though, is that at the end of the beer fest, whenever brew fest, whatever, as you're walking out, people are dropping their glass and you just hear them shatter.
Oh, shit.
And everyone's like, oh, because you lost yours, Subi. I ended up with 3 of them.
All right. Well, you ended up good.
Anyways, there was
What
tons of
kind
good food
of-
from all the local restaurants.
What kind of food was there?
So my favorite things that I ate, Sanse's had a Kahlua pork tostada.
Yum, yum.
Delicious. I was not excited about Fleetwood's taco. It was a mahi taco, but it was like this huge flour tortilla, and they skimped on all the stuffs.
Oh,
So
why
it was
didn't
like
they
you
make
were
the
eating
tortilla smaller?
Or put more stuffs. Like what?
Yeah.
One or the other. It was-
Okay. Fleetwood's. Taking my dad to Merriman's this year. Sorry. I already told him.
Also, there was a mochiko chicken cone, which is the nori wrap cone. It had chicken, rice, and stuffs and sauce in there. And that was delicious.
Was it a spicy sauce or like peanut sauce?
It was a little bit spicy, but not too bad. Sweet and salty spicy.
Yummy.
It was good. That was one of my favorite things. And then they had this inside out jalapeno popper.
What?
But they
What's
left the
inside
seeds
out?
in it.
It's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's burning your
Like I was dying. I did finish it because it was good. But
because
it
you're a champion.
was spicy.
Can you please tell me how it's an inside out? What's that mean?
So all the stuff was on the outside
Instead
and on the
of
bottom.
then scooping out the inside, it was a whole pepper.
And then it had like a little, kind of like a tostada underneath it. And then
So it
half
was like
of
a whole
jalapeno grilled
Okay.
was sitting on top.
Oh.
But with all the seeds in it. It was fucking hot as shit.
You
They
could pick them out.
The curry lady next door to the jalapeno popper offered me some rice.
She
And
was
I
like, "That's
appreciative.
hot, right?"
And then I also ate her curry, and it was delicious.
I don't like curry, but sometimes I like it.
It was
I
just
do like jalapeno
great that
popper.
It was just great food for free.
What kind of band was playing?
Erin Smith played.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure you've seen her play before. She's friends with Trish and stuff.
What's the genre?
Well, she does a lot of covers.
Yeah, those are the best ones when you're drinking.
So she
because
did-
you want to be like, I know the words and I'm singing.
She did a couple of original songs, and I think that she did those at first, and I wasn't really into it. Then she did a Tool cover,
Ooh, I
which
liked
was pretty awesome.
Which one was it?
I don't
You can't
remember. She also did a Prince cover.
Of course, Prince.
She did the Kiss song. And that was really awesome.
Yeah, because those are the best when you're out drinking because you want to like be like, ooh, this is my jam. This is the one that I'm like belting out in the car and forgetting that everybody on the road can see me being like,
That's
like
the
I'm a
one that we
superstar.
were out there dancing to.
The Prince one.
And then our matching shirts.
Oh my gosh. You know, I know you made it on the internet
I did.
from that brew fest, but I have to say that your friend had such a picture that I find to be a little bit rude of this person that decided to put that on the website.
It is a little rude, but
it's a
super
full-on-
funny.
You know,
Luckily, though, we had 4 pictures on there. And luckily the other 3 she looks good in. So can't judge her by her triple chin from making a funny face for a selfie.
No, but I would be writing that person and being like, nah, now. You got 3 others to choose from. You take that one off, biatch.
That's true, but I
or cut me out.
Out of it.
Cut me out. Just, I'm not
she was like in the middle.
No cutting out? No, she was on the outside. It could have still had the boot and her cut out.
That was my boot. It was boot photobombing. So funny. Anyways, Brewfest was good.
Yay,
so
Brewfest.
I'll go next year again.
This weekend, I made a craft with the children.
Yes.
It's what I call ghetto crafting. Because I ain't no Martha Stewart, but I aspire to be. Martha, I love Martha Stewart. She drinks. She's a felon. She can make a bed like a motherfucker. All right? Her housekeeping book is like this thick, not even shitting.
It's so thick, and it's so funny to watch her, as in Lex, go through the housekeeping book and try and find a recipe for cleaning a specific thing.
Dude, she has some really great homemade cleaners, which I prefer. Okay?
Homemade cleaners are great. They really are.
Although I love Martha Stewart, this is not a Martha Stewart craft. Ooh, sorry. I got this off Pinterest because that's one of my favorite sites, Pinterest.com. I love it. Okay, so basically you take some Mod Podge, and without even knowing, I got the glow-in-the-dark kind.
I'm excited about that.
Is awesome. Okay, so you put that in a bowl and you mix it up with a little bit of water. And then you take a balloon. I found after doing it that, a smaller size is definitely what you want to go with. Too big and it's
frustrating.
Too crazy.
Yeah.
So you take your hemp string, because you also you use the hemp string, and you tie it around the balloon.
Well, you dip it in the Mod Podge first, right?
No, first you tie it so it's nice and secure. And then you have your Mod Podge water mixture. You don't want it too soupy, but you don't want it too thick, so you're just thinning down the Mod Podge. And then you just go around the balloon and just make all these different patterns, okay? So then you got that going. Then you put it in a cup or something, like this. Here, let's use this smaller one. This is my daughter made this one. Isn't it wild?
I don't think she used any water in her glue because I watched her make it.
This one is pretty thick, so you don't want it to be that thick. So anyways,
she did it wrong.
You leave it overnight, and then you pop the balloon inside, and boom, there you have a really cool... What do you want to do with this? I don't know. Maybe I've seen people hang them.
Hang them outside.
Hang them outside.
Especially since they're glow in the dark.
This particular one I made, which was big, like it was a big balloon, and I wish I would have used a smaller one. But some people had some that looked like this, and they had little succulent in it. The kind of succulent where you can just spray it to keep it going, It doesn't need the dirt. So, you can do whatever you want. You can make really little ones that you can put in those decorative bowls that you put on coffee tables and stuff. So, I thought it was a pretty fun craft, I have to say.
We should probably have the kids make a couple more and hang them outside for the
I know. That was my plan. But
especially since they're glowing
some
in the dark.
people don't have patience for this type of craft. Okay, like my son. Okay, let me tell you this. My little baby and my son made one of these. And I said, listen, these have to sit overnight. Do you think they could let them sit overnight? No, they couldn't. They popped the balloon and, and then it did a crushing.
And then it was just a gluey
Yes, it
mess.
was just a gluey waste of hemp string. So I have to tell you, whatever you do. Wait overnight. Be patient. It's a virtue.
24 hours.
Well, that's all I had for getting stupid.
Me too.
Okay.
Lex and Mace now. It's lighten up with Lex and Mace now.
All right. Thanks for listening today. We'll see you in 2 weeks for another wonderful episode of Lighten Up.
The dads are coming, so we're going to have, I'm sure, some awesome stories.
Oh, the dads.
Maybe some vlogs up. Check out, stay tuned for our new vlogs channel.
Oh, I can't wait for the vlogs. Also, you can be friends with us on Facebook under Lighten Up Maui. You can see us on Instagram, Lighten Up Maui, and you can check out our blog, which is like if you've got recipes or crafts or whatever, you can look at the blog and find out the exact directions. That's lightenupwithlexandmace.blogspot.com. So we'll see you next time.
Check out all the stuffs.
Check it out.
Good talk.
Yay!
It's lighten up. Lighten up with Lex and Mace.